Hey, how you doing? My name is Eric Fuertes. I teach sculpture and digital fabrication. We're currently in the Fab Lab, where we're trying to be a little bit more self-conscious about the materials that we're producing and how we're being sustainable with those materials. So currently I have a variety of different billets that we've been producing coming off of the PLA that comes off of our 3D printers. So I'm gonna walk you through a little bit of the reclamation process that we do here, and taking a lot of this PLA that we've used over the course of a semester and then transitioning it into a billet that we can actually then CNC mill, or the students can use that material as a stock block to fabricate with. One of the big issues whenever artists are trying to reclaim plastic is that you need a lot of really expensive machinery. What's nice about this particular process is that we don't need all of that heavy machinery. We're going through and we're encapsulating the plastic and any residual particulate, dust, stuff that may end up in the material that we can just encapsulate in that plastic. I actually have some leftover material here, which I've reclaimed after we've CNC milled some of these forms. So even after we've ran this material through and we've processed it, we try to even save the particulate that we're making from that process, but we'll be able to then put into smaller molds and reclaim those billets as well. So this material will then be directly put into this big still flask. We'll take all of this plastic and we'll fill this bin to the very top. From that, we're gonna heat up the bin and get it upwards of 400 degrees. When we have the material that it's a nice kind of honey consistency or a little thicker, we'll take this top and we'll put it on top of the material. With this one, you can actually see a lot of the plastic is actually melted throughout the entire form, and there's some smaller particulate and particles in here. That's taken from some of this leftover CNC milled particles that we can then throw in there, and it creates a really nice speckling look. The cool thing about whenever we're doing something with this particular plastic is that you get the one side where the plate is actually compressing the material, and then you also get the other side where the material is touching the bottom part of the flask. And that's where it becomes really intriguing for the students as they're going through and they're navigating these kind of organic compositions that are happening. And then through that, they're creating compositions that only elevate or add some complexity to the work that they're developing here at COD. These are things that a lot of times people think are trash or it's discarded, but if you just approach it with a creative lens, you really come out with some really unique forms and may hopefully make a subtle change in the way that people approach disposed materials.